Welcome back to another Birger Reacts video. Now, I know that I've always said that I do reaction videos to food-related videos and cooking videos. This one, I can't help but do. It's just been nagging at me forever because I'm from the city of Erie. Not directly in the city. I live outside the city, about 15 minutes away. But still, if I ever go anywhere and everybody's like, oh, where are you from? I say Erie, no one's ever heard of my tiny little town. Now, I will say that Erie has begun a transformation, and there are some great things happening in downtown Erie, and Erie's gonna be a pretty fun place to visit, especially in the summertime. If you came today, you would probably freeze to death in a matter of 30 seconds. So there's that. Don't come to Erie when we have a snowstorm, all right? Something popped up, I don't know, about a month ago with one of my favorite comedians, Tom Segura. Now, on my channel, something has happened where people have begun commenting on my videos saying, I didn't know Tom Segura did cooking videos. I didn't know Tom Segura did review videos of grills. This is weird. And then on one of my more popular videos, people came over to the channel and said, I didn't know Tom Segura watches Asmongold. Things like that. So one of the most commented things on my channel in my short YouTube history in my small little channel is the fact that I look like Tom Segura. Now, I never thought this until all of you started commenting it. So I'm just going to say that. But Tom Segura, long story short, Tom Segura about a month ago came under fire from the city of Erie. It's comical to even just say that phrase. Tom Segura came under fire from the city of Erie. Now, apparently he brought this on himself. He was on a podcast with Joe Rogan and spouted his hatred for the city of Erie and basically said, if you live in Erie, you know you're a zero. It's a hilarious bit. I mean, it's very funny. Something happened to him at a comedy club in downtown Erie called Junior's Last Laugh, which I have been to, and he didn't have a good experience, to say the least, so he hates Erie because of it. Our local news, their social media platforms, if you just look at the comments on our local Erie Facebook posts, they are the most toxic comment sections ever. No matter if a dog saved a dying baby in the frozen lake, somebody would comment, that dog shouldn't even risk its life, or something like that. That's how toxic the comment section in Erie is on our local Facebook pages. Anyway, I'm rambling. But so after our local news did a segment about Tom Segura's hatred of Erie, Tom Segura on his podcast did a reaction to their reaction of his hatred for the city. And it is just amazing. It's gold. They interviewed our mayor. They interviewed local police. They spent like 30 minutes, it seemed, on Tom Segura's hatred of Erie. It's wonderful. If you like this channel, please hit subscribe. Please hit the like button. I don't think I'll be doing any more videos that aren't related to cooking, but this one just hit so close to home. Literally, it literally hit close to home. Now on to what happens when an entire city hates you, from Tom Segura's podcast. This is a clip from it.
Has developed a pretty large following all across America. And
okay, this is our local news, Erie News Now. This is the morning version. I am not sure what ungodly hour these folks are up giving us this groundbreaking news of Tom Segura hating Erie, but they're up pretty early.
Funny Man was sharing some pretty colorful opinions about our home, the city of Erie. It all came in a recent podcast that had Joe Rogan laughing. Take a look.
I hate Erie, Pennsylvania so much.
Erie, Pennsylvania.
Such a bunch of losers. It's a depressed town with a depressed economy.
Joe Rogan's face. It is a depressed town. It is a depressed economy. In fact, downtown Erie was, I don't know if it still is, but it was the poorest zip code in the entire country. A lot of things have happened, and there are hundreds of millions of dollars being invested into downtown Erie right now, so things are changing. But yes, depressed area.
And if you live there, you know you're zero. Yeah.
Just get out.
Just get out. If you live there, you know you're a zero. Oh, that's just a debilitating statement. In case you lived here, you're not a zero. All right. I don't think you're a zero. Tom does, but that's beside the point.
Yeah, and Joe Rogan's reaction with the wide eyes is kind of a lot of folks' reaction this morning. Our Megan Slunsky is joining us live in the newsroom with...
First of all, let's talk about Megan over here on the right. And you can tell Tom Segura's reaction because she ain't awake right now. She is not awake. And she is not amused of Tom Segura's hatred. But Tom Segura is amused of her non-amusement.
More on why Tom Segura feels this way about Erie. Good morning, Megan.
Good morning. Well, Mark Brissa, many people had very different reactions to seeing that clip, but the question is why? Why did Tom Segura feel this way?
Why?
Well, this is a long-standing opinion of his. Tom Segura has been vocal about his hatred for Erie. But why?
You can hear the people laughing behind the set of his podcast. It's so funny. But look at this. Look at this blue. Erie News Now. It's 59 degrees. It's 6:06 a.m. And Tom Segura hates Erie.
Why does he hate Erie? What happened here that makes him think?
It's a depressed town with a depressed economy, and if you live there, you know you're zero.
According to Dave Litch Jr., who is the owner of Junior's Last Laugh at the time of Segura's visit, there was a large group that was attending a show, and they requested that Tom do a clean performance.
It started, I think, 10, 11 years ago. He had been at the comedy club, and there was one particular show that a group had bought a big lot of tickets, and my partner at the time asked him if we could kind of go tone it down for that show. He did, and he did a great job.
First of all, I have to interrupt here because he's only telling a partial truth here. It was the club policy. The club's policy was
Weird. I've been to Junior's Last Laugh. In fact, I saw Brad Williams do a show there. If you have not heard or seen Brad Williams comedy, it is magical. But he was certainly not clean when I saw him there. So I went this 10, 11 years ago. I don't know if that's true, if that's out their club policy. I guess so.
clean comedy only. So I'm just pointing, I'm not saying it's the reason for this, but what he's saying is only a half truth. So when that gig that he's talking about, I don't remember meeting this guy, but I'm just saying that it was owned by a woman, and her husband was the bartender, and she was and she like clean comedy. So when I got called, first time I worked there as a feature, and you have to do 20 minutes clean. I was like, okay. And then I got booked to headline there, and they tell you that it has to be clean over and over. I mean, when your agent books it, he goes, "Can you do?"
Well, you have to be clean, Tom.
You're like, yeah. Like if you accept that you're doing it.
Yeah.
When they pick you up from the airport, you're like, you got to be clean, right? And you're like, yeah, you guys told me when I booked the gig. Then you get to the club, they're like, it's got to be clean. And I go, yes. They just tell you over and over and over. So I'm just pointing out that it wasn't a group, it was the club.
It was their policy.
The club was, this is clean comedy.
Okay.
Segura shared a similar account of that night at Junior's when he made a guest appearance on a recent podcast titled You Might Be Drunk.
So that clean thing came from this woman who bought the club, and her husband would work
So he's been talking about it for a while.
And he would like pull you aside, you got to be clean. You're like, you guys have said this like 8 times, man.
Yeah.
And then I remember I did a set where I worked clean. I did a clean 45 or whatever it was.
I can't imagine Tom Segura doing a clean set. First of all, telling a comedian to change their art to satisfy the crowd that they're performing their art to is the most silly thing that I've ever heard of. Hey, let's hire you because we love your artwork, but you can't do your artwork the way that you do your artwork. Dumb. Okay, move on.
And then when I got off stage, the lady goes, "Did you say
What did
penis?"
you say?
What did he say?
stop.
She goes, "Did you say penis?"
Oh, but
And I go, "That's anatomically correct."
Yeah, you
and she
can
was
say
like,
penis.
okay. I'm like, This is the degree to which we're talking about this?
Work by Megan to dig into this one.
I wanna
go
know
back
what the
and find
penis
out
joke
some
was,
of the backstory. And then talk to Junior from
This
the
is
former comedy
unreal.
club in town. But, even hearing that, it feels like there's got to be more to it. That level.
There's got to be more.
Yes, and the reaction that Megan
It's
has
just a little
from
bit over the top. Of that.
local leaders you don't want to miss. So be sure to stay with us at 6:30.
Local leaders?
David Walter, it's tough to describe our home in good conditions this morning, at least when you take a look at what's coming down out the door. It's a mess out there.
I heard for Tom,
Once we're done with this video, I have to show you what popped up on my Instagram feed today that he just posted about this weatherman, which is what finally sparked me to create this reaction video. It's the gift that keeps on giving, just like the Asmongold cooking steak video. If you've watched that, if you haven't, go back through my channel, I'll link it in the description. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
the reason he's so mad is because he wasn't voted in the top 10 of the sexiest bald men alive. That's what I'm hearing.
That
Burn, David Wolf.
you could tell by the look in his face right here, like that did piss him off. He's like, God damn it.
David Walter, you're going to get it, man.
You did not.
David Walter, 87. Check your social media in about an hour, pal. You're going to get the full G treatment.
Erie News Now is on our radar.
Okay.
Well, I took that clip to one of our elected officials to see exactly how he reacted to hearing what Segura had to
Isn't this
say about our
crazy?
town, Erie, Pennsylvania. At least they're laughing. Some think he's funny, others not so much.
Just get out.
That's our mayor.
Born in a place like that, you're doomed. What the hell can you do?
Dude, he's
I didn't find it funny at all. Erie is a wonderful place to live. I feel blessed. I've lived.
Our mayor doesn't find anything funny, just so you know. He doesn't laugh. I'm sure he did find this somewhat comical, though. I mean, he is a human being, and this is funny.
Here my whole life was
Yeah, of
born and
course, he's
raised
a fucking
here.
mayor.
I love it. Everybody in my family loves it, and everybody I work with loves it.
All right, Mayor, you get reelected.
I do love Erie. In fact, I had moved away for about 10 plus years and came back to live in my town. And it's a great place to live. It's a great place to raise your kids. There's a lot of fun happening. The winters are just brutal. That's all. But, when you go through a winter like we go through, something special happens to you. Maybe a little bit of grit, maybe a little bit of anxiety. But you have to laugh at things because it's just a brutal place to live in during some months.
Elected. I got
We
it.
asked Mayor Joe Schember, now that he knows how Segura feels about Erie, what would he say to Tom if he had the chance?
What would you
I say, Tom, just spend an hour with me. Let me really show you
God,
what Erie is all about, so you can.
Tom, don't listen to him. Don't hang out with our mayor.
Appreciate it,
Oh,
and you
no.
can tell the rest of the world about how great Erie is.
However,
Oh, boy.
not everyone who saw the clip found the comments outrageous.
You have to laugh at yourself sometimes. So that's funny. I mean, he's
You gotta
funny.
laugh at yourself.
Thank you,
Thank you,
police
officer.
department. Erie gets it. He gets it.
He got it.
The police department,
Rob.
who you wouldn't think would be.
Thanks,
Have
Rob.
a
This
sense
is
of humor.
hilarious that this is so controversial in
In
Erie
Erie.
News Now. I cannot
much
believe
happening
it.
That
here.
comment, Megan. Two members of the Erie Police Department. Those are the ones who were kind of leaning on the funny side.
He's like,
Yes, they felt that, he's
Hold
just trying
on.
to make fun of Erie, and it's his job as a comedian to make jokes, so they didn't take it too heavy-heartedly like our mayor did.
Yeah, definitely.
And lots of people taking it differently. Interesting, though, people with salaries paid by the people of the city of Erie to protect and serve the people of Erie. Having that opinion. Megan Selensky. our news
What a
reporter.
shocking statement.
Wow.
So Mark Soliday just said that if you work for a public or for a government agency, you can't find things funny about your own city. So if you work for a government agency, your personality is gone. You can't appreciate anything. You can't think anything. You have to think exactly what they tell you. The people who voted for you. What a statement.
He took a jab at the cops. He's like, your job is to serve us. Okay.
I think Mark is the one who's upset at
Mark
you.
Soliday is not happy.
Mark is providing this hard-hitting news. I think Mark is the one who's got the stuck in his craw.
Yeah.
Guys, what's his Twitter handle? Mark Soliday, Erie News.
I don't know.
Wait, where is Megan reporting from? She's just next door.
She's right there. She's in studio. Yes.
Why do they have
live.
to cut to Megan live?
She's live from the newsroom.
That's so silly.
Yeah.
It's a closet.
I cannot believe
You know what
this.
was
There's a
funny about
dishwasher
live?
behind
We
her, it
learned
looks
this when you're a high level comm major like I was.
Yeah.
Is that they do lives, right? And you go like it's supposed to be like you go like, oh, this is live.
Right.
Hearing that it's live makes you go like, this is more important.
Yeah.
And this is like in the moment. And then the piece that they show you is pre-taped.
Right.
Right? Like all this stuff pre-taped. So you don't have to be live for any part of it. It can just all be pre-taped.
It's a package.
And just air that package. But they're like, we're going live now to Megan Selensky in the newsroom. Megan? And she's like, here's the piece I already shot. That's it. That's all she does live.
And they could have put
that true?
Megan
I
in
don't
an
know.
exciting
Why would he
location.
lie?
This looks like she's in
It looks like a light hit her in the head because look how it's lit behind her. There's huge shadows.
I know.
She might have been at YMH earlier in the day.
She's reporting from like the office supplies closet.
Yeah, the closet.
Where are you reporting?
There's a copy machine behind it.
I know. And there's a shit hanging
And
down.
why couldn't
like,
they light that better?
I don't know.
I
Poor
don't know.
Megan.
Just brutal.
Well, look,
It's
I
just
accept
brutal.
the mayor's offer to spend an hour together.
Oh no.
I'm just putting that out there, Mayor. I accept.
Please don't, Tom.
I will come out with a crew.
Tom. Oh, gosh. He's going to hate Erie forever. With a crew. He's going to bring a whole film crew. He's going to put together his next hour-and-a-half long Netflix special based on hanging out with the mayor of Erie. Okay, yes, do it. If you're going to do that, please hang out with our mayor. It'll be brutal.
And I will spend an hour with you. And we will talk about Erie. And we'll go back and forth on, what you like, what I don't like. And we'll see if we can
be a
get somewhere.
fly on the wall.
I really want... I want us to,
Live
find a
stream
way
it,
to heal.
please.
Good job,
If
Tom.
you do
I
this,
wanna heal.
live
Sounds
stream
like
it so
you're
that
gonna have
there's
to take
no
like
editing.
4 planes to get there. I don't think Erie has an airport.
I don't fly commercial.
We do have an airport, and it is the best airport in the world because there's, I think, 1 or 2 gates, so there's no waiting. I mean, you just walk through security and whoop onto your plane. It's wonderful.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
Erie's fired up at you, Tom. The community is just completely frothing at the mouth over
I'm
you.
very excited about this new
I am
development. Thank you for watching that hot.
Okay. Yeah. So, what did you think of Tom Segura's hatred of Erie and how our local news decided to respond? I am torn. I really am torn as to whether I want him to hang out with our mayor because, and if he wants to see the fun parts of Erie and the great things about Erie, he doesn't seem. I don't know. I'm going to shut up now because I'm probably going to get myself in trouble. But yeah, he. At least live stream it so that we all can see what happens in this meeting, Tom. Before I go any further, I have to show you what I saw on my Instagram. Okay, here it is. You can see it right here. There's our lovely weatherman.
Because he wasn't voted in the top 10 of the sexiest bald men
Okay,
alive.
so there's the clip of him
That's what I'm hearing.
burning.
Okay.
Tom.
So he burned me hard on that one. He puts the gif of me, breaking my shit. He goes, I've decided instead of being on YMA Studios, I want to play Tom Segura in a game of hoops. I'll wear jeans too, high and tight. And then underneath it, he puts, it will be total destruction.
Wouldn't
by
expect
me.
anything of us.
I'll take you up on that. And here's what I'll do. If you want to come to Austin, Texas, to play one-on-one,
Please.
Not again.
I will donate $50,000 to the charity of your choice if you win. But if I win, you have to make your Instagram public for a year. And you have to post an apology video that I approve of. So the choice is yours. Do you want to give $50,000
I've
to
watched this
fucking
like 10 times
whatever
today, and I
weather
can't stop laughing at
charity?
Weather charity.
You want to play ball? Come on down, man. 1-on-1, 2-11 by ones, old school. And, it'll be recorded, it'll be shot, but you'll have your shot. You can be real funny during it, and total destruction by you.
You can be real funny.
Let's see what you got. I think you're too much of a fucking pussy, and you won't do it, but the choice is yours.
This is big time. Who is Randy?
Oh, goodness gracious. Again, this is the gift that just keeps on giving. I can't tell you enough. I can't say that enough. Oh boy. Tell me what you think of this, because I don't even know what else to say in this video. Okay. And I'm sorry if this is a non-food related and you come to this channel for food things, but you have to admit this is downright hilarious. So if you like reaction videos, check out my channel. I do some cooking reaction videos. I do a lot of cooking videos. I've got some great fun stuff coming up in the year of 2023. Some really fun stuff with a thing planned called the Burger Box, where I'll be cooking live and interactive with you. So that'll be fun come late January. And a lot of fun things to come. A brand new podcast and another YouTube channel. In my infinite free time, I am starting a lot of different things in the year 2023. So hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. I appreciate you. See you next time.